am Dr. Itisri Swain from Mathematics Department. Welcome all of you to our MKD education. In the previous video, already we discussed the types of vector, the definition of vector and the direction and the modulus of the vector. So in the current video, now we discussed the algebraic operation of a vector and the position vector and the section formula of the vector. Today we discussed to know about the vector and the algebraic operation of the vector. Actually, when we find, you see, now we find the multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Now, suppose we find one vector that is equal to a bar and we have a scalar quantity that is m. Now, when I multiply this scalar quantity with this vector, then the product is equal to m a bar. Now, this m a bar, it is actually this is a vector quantity, and since it is a vector quantity, it has a direction and also a magnitude. So what is the magnitude of this vector? Actually the magnitude of this vector is m times the magnitude of the vector a, and the direction is same as vector a. Okay, so this is the multiplication of a vector by a scalar. Now what is the significance of this? Now you see, if we find one vector is the scalar multiple of another vector, then this vector is parallel to that vector. So whenever we express the vector a bar is equal to mb bar, then a bar is parallel to b bar. Okay. Now we find the position vector. Here you see, actually, what is the position vector? Position vector means here we fixed the initial point, that is, so what is the meaning of this position vector? Now you see, suppose we find the initial point is fixed, that is our O. So whenever we find another point, then this OP vector is defined as the position vector of P. That means here we keep the initial point fixed and the reference point is the position vector of the corresponding vector. Now, whenever we find this position vector, by this position vector we can differentiate any vector. Suppose for example, we can express any vector in terms of position vector. Now you see how we express one vector. Suppose we have this vector that is OA, and here this is equal to B, that is B bar, and OA is equal to A bar. Now A bar is the position vector of this point, that is A, and B bar, it is the position vector of this point B. Now we can express this vector AB in the terms of the position vector of A and position vector of B. How? You see, already we discussed the triangle law of addition, and from that triangle law of addition we find, since it is OAB, it is a triangle, we find OA bar plus AB bar is equal to OB bar. And from this relation or this statement, we find AB bar is equal to OB bar minus OA bar. Okay. Now, what is your OB bar? That is the position vector of B minus OA bar, that is the position vector of A. So we can express AB vector, that is the position vector of B minus position vector of A. Similarly, suppose we find the BA vector. So you see, now this is also the same triangle, but here the direction changes. Now from the triangle of addition we find OB bar plus BA bar, that is equal to OA bar. So what is BA vector? BA vector is equal to OA bar minus OB bar, that is equal to the position vector of A minus the position vector of B. So friends, you see, whenever we express one vector in terms of the position vector, suppose here you find AB. So what is the terminal point? That is B, and initial point, that is A. So whenever we express a vector in terms of position vector, then we subtract the position vector of initial point from the terminal point. So here you see AB vector is equal to the position vector of B minus position vector of A. And here we find BA vector, that is the position vector of A, because the terminal point is A. So the position vector of A minus position vector of B. So now you see, we can express any vector. Suppose we know the position vector of A is equal to A bar, position vector of B, that is equal to B bar. Suppose position vector of C, that is equal to C bar. So by the help of the position vector, now you can find any vector, that is suppose BC vector. So what is the terminal point? It is C, and the initial point, that is B. So we can find the position vector of C minus position vector of B. Suppose we find SC vector. It's the same rule, that is the position vector of C minus position vector of A. So this is your position vector, and by the help of the position vector we can express any vector. Okay, so next we find the section formula. Next we discuss about the division or section formula. That means here suppose A bar and B bar are two vectors or position vectors of A and position vector of B. So now we find OA bar, that is equal to A bar, and OB bar, that is equal to B bar. Now here a point C divides the AB vector in the M is to N ratio internally. Okay, so now what is the position vector of C? So here if we find OC, that is the position vector of C, it is equal to N A bar plus M B bar by M plus N, and it is called the internal division ratio because we find the division internally, that means C between A and B. Okay, so now whenever we find C between this vector and it divides M is to N ratio, actually we find this formula for an internal division. Or when we find C divides the vector AB internally, then we find the position vector of C, that is equal to N A bar plus M B bar by M plus N. So if C divides the AB vector externally in the same ratio, that means in the M is to N ratio, then what is the position vector of C? That is OC. Now it is equal to N A bar minus M B bar by M minus N. Okay, so when we find the internal division, then it is plus, and when we find it divides externally, then it is equal to minus, that is OC bar is equal to N A bar minus N B bar by M minus N. Now if C is the middle point, that is called middle point formula. So whenever we find that means whenever we find that is here it is B bar and OA bar is equal to A bar, and this is the vector AB bar, and C is the middle point. So now when C is the middle point, of vector AB, then what is the position vector of C? That is OC bar. Now it is equal to A bar plus B bar by 2. Okay, so this is our division formula, that is internal division, external division and midpoint formula. So this is our theory. So now we based a theory, we find a problem. Okay, so now you see, we find the problem, that is prove by vector method that the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. Now already we proved this theorem analytically. Now we find the proof by vector method. Okay, so now we find one, draw the triangle and we prove by vector method that it is parallel. So you see, suppose we have a triangle that is ABC with position vector A bar, B bar and C bar. That means our OA bar is equal to A bar, OB bar is equal to B bar and OC bar is equal to C bar. Now suppose D is the midpoint of AB bar and E is the midpoint of AC bar. Okay. Actually our intention to prove that this DE vector is parallel to BC vector and the modulus of DE is equal to the half of the modulus of BC vector. These we have to prove. Okay. So now you see, already we find the midpoint of AB vector, that is equal to D, and already we know the midpoint formula. So since the position vector of A is equal to A bar and B is equal to B bar and D is the middle point, so what is the position vector of D? It is equal to A bar plus B bar by 2. Okay. Similarly, E is the middle point of AC bar. So the position vector of E, that is equal to A bar plus C bar by 2. From the middle point formula already we know this. Now if we find the DE vector, already we know the position vector of D and also the position vector of E. So what is our DE vector? This is equal to the position vector of E minus the position vector of D. Okay. So what is the position vector of E? Already we find it is A bar plus C bar by 2. So it is equal to A bar plus C bar by 2 minus position vector of D is equal to A bar plus B bar by 2. So it is equal to A bar plus C bar minus A bar minus B bar. So it is cancelled since they are negative vector. So now it is equal to C bar minus B bar by 2. Or we can write it is equal to half of C bar minus B bar. Now you see, here we find the triangle ABC. The position vector of B is equal to B bar and the position vector of C is equal to C bar. So what is our BC vector? BC vector is equal to the position vector of C minus the position vector of B. That is equal to C bar minus B bar. So now you see, we can express this DE vector. It is equal to, already you see DE vector is equal to half C bar minus B bar, and BC vector already we find it is equal to C bar minus B bar. So now we can write that is DE vector is equal to half of BC vector. Okay, now you see already, friends, you see already we discussed, if one vector is the scalar multiple of another vector, then the two vectors are parallel. Already we discussed this. So from that relation we find, or that condition we find, the vector DE is parallel to BC. And also if we find the magnitude, that is the magnitude of DE is equal to half of the magnitude of the BC vector. So already we proved the theorem by vector method, that is the midpoint, joining vector of the midpoint of two sides of a triangle is parallel to third side, and the magnitude is half of it. Okay friends, this is our discussion of this video.